Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Suspect banged on the victim's apartment door just before noon today. The victim answered and the two got into an argument. That argument spilled out into the parking lot. The suspect then shot and killed
Sergeant Stephen Jimenez, STEPHENJIMENEZ.
Okay. And you're with the Homicide Division, I presume?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what's your title? Sergeant?
Sergeant, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can you tell us what happened here today?
Yeah, so around 11:54 a.m., our Southwest Patrol officers were dispatched to a shooting just occurred here at 11900 Oakmore Parkway. The information that we got upon dispatch was a suspect banged on our victim's door. A victim answered and a fight ensued. It ended up pouring out into the parking lot just behind me, where eventually shots rang out and our victim succumbed to gunshots. We don't have a positive ID on a suspect just yet. We have a couple of leads that we are working on, and we don't know what specifically led to the firing of the gun other than just the fight itself. We're not going to release the identification of our complainant just yet. We want to speak to the family a little bit more, but that's pretty much what we're starting off today with.
Do you know why the suspect was banging on the victim's door?
We don't know. We can't, not necessarily 100% sure. There's a couple of theories, but not enough to release just yet. No.
Was anyone else in the apartment at the time?
I believe the victim's significant other was in there with them.
Wow, guys! Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, guys. It's very unfortunate, man. These reports, but you know, once they, you know, the damage is done. You know, I know you guys be tuned in, and it's just unfortunate, man. But for one of Sauce Walker's artists, Lil Bird, you know, he done got shot and killed, man. As y'all know, Say So P and like Sauce been going through it here lately, man. TSF business, man. Texas, man. Like I say, man, I hate that little young brother got himself killed, man. It seemed like it was a personal situation where somebody just, you know, you can get into it so fast. Things can happen. It happens so fast that you don't even realize what's going on a lot of times when you're dealing with this stuff, man. Just a young kid, man. When I look at these kids, they my kids' age. So when you hear me talking about it, boy, it's a tough thing, man, because you know, these kids, man, you know, they basically trying to figure out how to get life started, you know, Sauce Walker included. My sons is these boys' ages, man, and they trying to do business, and man, you know, the devil come to kill, steal, and destroy. So when you start thinking that you're gonna get a lot of money, you're gonna have a lot of problems. Much money, much power, much problems. It's unfortunate because I've you know seen these guys out and just you know basically always rooting for them to keep going and keep doing their thing. But this hip hop thing, man, have a lot of times a lot that come with it, man. A lot of people try to equate this to the beef that we're going on. I really don't see this as being a part of that, but because it happened in an apartment complex, as you heard, the man said they was beating on the door, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, somebody shoots somebody. It seems more impersonable. More stuff is going to come out on it as things transpire. But boy, I tell you, just seeing the way this thing is happening, man, in real time, man, you got to hug on your loved ones a little tighter, man. Show love and respect to the people that you know that you know you hold dear, man, because it's just it's a very unfortunate situation, man. Lil Bird, young dude, man. I mean, and when you look at this, man, like I said, the reports of flooding in. He was one of Sauce Walker's artists, and Sauce got so many artists. You know, he's you know. He's a young dude, a young bull, man, trying to make sure that he give everybody opportunity that's in his realm and in his camp, you know. And like I said, a lot of times things can spiral out of control fast, especially when you are a known person. These, you know, it don't take much, you know what I mean? And these apartments, you know, I used to live in some apartments like this when I was these kids' age, and you know, you be knowing who the people is around you, but then a lot of times you play things close, or you might get into it over anything, man. And the next thing you know, shots rang out. And like I said, they're out there now trying to figure it out. And as this detective was saying, they don't have a clue of what happened. They're trying to figure out what happened. Let me figure out how this thing even happened like this, because I mean, it's broad daylight, man, and you thinking on a holiday or something, everybody's going to be happy and everybody's going to be barbecuing and ain't going to be no altercations. And then you come to this. And it's just, it's horrible, man. And like I said, H-Town, Dallas, man, down here in Texas, it's tough, man, because we trying to keep these young boys alive. And next thing you know, shots ring out, bow, bow, and you don't know, you just don't know. And like I said, man, all weekend it's been this and it's been that, man. It's been Lil Woody gets into an accident. It's been a heck of a holiday. When I say unfortunate holiday weekend, people take these days off, and if they are working, they trying to make things to where it's something that they can really channel in on and make it a situation where people are having a great time, barbecuing, hanging out, and you don't expect nobody to get killed in no apartment complex. And he just a known name. I'm pretty sure I'm knowing there was a lot more stuff that went on. I heard about reports in Chicago. Like, it was crazy this weekend, man. And these are young people that's out here just trying to have a good time or out here living life, and things are knocking on their door, just like knocked on Lil Bird's door. And next thing you know, things started moving a little bit faster than what you expected, and next thing you know, bodies is laying on the ground. People are dead. If you bang on my door, I automatically get mine. I ain't gonna lie to you. It can be any time of the day. You go to banging on that door, I don't know who you are. I don't expect nobody to be coming to see me. Be ready, because I got a plan for that, and I don't bother nobody. So this is the way I'm looking at this youngster. He gets into argument, all that talking. When a person start banging on your door, they already mad. They got it on their mind. They came with it. They came for it. And that's what you can tell. That's how it ends up like this. And I know Sauce Walka over there trying to look out for all the guys that he got under his camp. And I see him with him, man. I see him out and about doing their thing. And the next thing you know, he's unfortunate situation. Somebody else is, oh man, no, not him. Not him. It couldn't have been him. That wasn't for him. But I'm telling you right now, man, the death angel is walking around here looking like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. So you all this trying to act as if it can't come to you. It can come to anybody. Ain't nobody vulnerable. Ain't nobody unstoppable. Ain't nobody this massive nothing, man. And as a youngster and as father figures and as older cats, we got to say something to try to change the narrative and be more there for the people who basically show love, to those young guys who God put us in line with. We got to be able to show love to these people and try to snatch them away from the fire, bro, meaning the fire of death. These guys are dying out here, and children is crying out here. This boy was young, man. Young. Like I said, when I looked at this, it blew my mind. So I said, what? Not him. I seen the little dude making his moves. I watched TSF and watched these guys and all these different dudes, and I'm like, damn, not him. Because you don't know who's gonna run into issues next with these young people, man. They moving a little faster than me. I try to tell my kids all the time, man, watch how you moving out here, because if you ain't, hey, listen, an idle mind is the devil's workshop, and I know y'all heard that before. An idle mind is the devil's workshop, man. So it's a very unfortunate thing to see Lil Bird have, family having to bury him now. I hope they get to the bottom of this, of what happened. Right now, as you heard the man say, they don't even know who done this. So guys, we got to make sure we man, watch how you moving out here, bro. It's crazy out here, man. But it's unfortunate. The young brother, Lil Bird, will truly be missed. Man, like I said, a lot of people try to equate this to stuff that's going on in the city or beefs. And no, man, I think, to me, it seemed like it was more personal, up and close. Somebody came by, they already had something going. You never know, though. So I know the detectives are going to do their job. I'm not going to do their job for them. But I am saying, man, I really hate this happened to this young man, and I really hate this happened to that family. And it's unfortunate that we out here looking at black on black crime and doing this to each other. We got to do better, as I always say. If OG heard that, he'd be checking me now. But we got to do better, man. When you're out here in these streets, you got to move different, man. Hey guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Breaking news, man. Lil Bird is no longer with us. It's crazy, man. Respect, man. TSF, man, praying that you guys figure this thing out, how to move safe out here, man. It's crazy, man. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.